During the early and mid-1900s, autism was first seen as a type of schizophrenia and was then recognized as autistic psychopathy. During these times, autism was seen as extremely rare and often something that had to be fixed. This went as far as Hans Asperger, a formerly renowned physician who did research on autism, taking part in extermination programs for autistic children, as many were deemed unworthy of life or not being able to function as a normal person. Even as autism is being recognized in society as something that is more common than once thought, many people lack understanding of how the disorder works and how to treat people with autism. People on the spectrum still feel alienated as if they aren't treated well in society in general and through representation in the media. In school environments, the support and resources given to students tends to be the same for everyone, which leaves out the individual support autistic people need. Schools may also punish autistic people for not having the same learning style as everyone else. For a specific example, autistic children may go non-verbal, usually meaning being unable to speak under stress. Schools may put pressure on these children to talk even when they cannot. Schools in the UK do not require teachers to understand how to teach autistic children, and 60% of teachers say they do not believe they had enough training to do so. Even in home environments, parents may have received incorrect information on how to help their autistic children. This is especially common as parents may unknowingly choose unhelpful sources such as Autism Speaks, a charity that is harmful to autistic people and is trying to cure autistic children. In many cases, parents of autistic children may choose to put their children through applied behaviour analysis therapy, which is essentially dog training for autistic children, as it punishes them for showing autistic traits deemed unwanted and tries to make them appear normal. Parents often do not do these things with malicious intentions, as they believe they are helping us, but they do not know it is better to accommodate us than try to make us not autistic. To gain more insight on autistic people's experiences, it is best to ask multiple people on the spectrum rather than just one, as one autistic person's experience is not universal. How did you find out you're autistic and how do you respond to it?
I found that I was autistic when I was 18 years. My other difficulties overshadowed my autism. It kind of sometimes hit me with like I had autism, but it didn't define who I was as a person, because I already knew I had some kind of obviously more difficulties in that.
Do you think your parents understand your needs with autism?
I feel that they do understand it to the best of their abilities. Everybody is human, so not every parent is going to get it right for their child. However, they can only try your best. So they have had problems in the past when we've had either clashes or I was unable to express my views, but because I had other difficulties at the time, like I said, that the autism was shadowed by this, so it wasn't clear to them. But now it's clear to them. It's more of a positive thing. They're more aware of that fact.
Do you think your teachers understand your needs with autism?
I feel during my childhood days, primary, secondary, a bit of college days, I felt that I got bullied a lot, and I felt that socialising and understanding banter and certain words were a challenge, and how to mix. It has got better over time, but I was nearly once kicked out of college because of my difficulties, but that hasn't stop me because of my drive and my determination, but I didn't see it as a bad thing how my education's gone, but it's just the way it's gone for me.
Do you think there needs to be more understanding of autism?
I feel yes, there does need to be a bit more understanding of autism in all sectors, not just in education or outside in the community. I feel like the government or the local authorities could do a lot to support people in workplaces, because I don't feel like workplaces support autism or different diversities as well as they should do, because they treat it as a fair policy. Well, I know it's fair, but it should be a different rule to people that have got autism.
Would you want your autism to be quote-unquote cured? Why or why not?
I particularly do not want my autism to be cured, because that defines me as a person, and you can't change a person or yourself. You can only make yourself adapt or be better, and it's the way you change or put things in place to master or get around those problems that makes you. I'm happy with how I am, and more people are getting aware of stuff like that, but I know sometimes that some people would like to get cured. I understand that, maybe because they've got really high severe autism, which I understand that, but it's just you can't really change a person.
Overall, autistic people are still marginalised and treated unfairly despite all the improvements in the psychology field surrounding autism. Approximately 75 million people and 1 out of 10 children across the world have autism, but it is still widely misunderstood. If you don't have autism, please consider doing more research on autism and listening to autistic people's experiences to make sure you feel more safer and more understood.